Well, let me warn you now so you all know. I'm absolutely astonished at the level of not only stupidity, but ignorance and hatred for somebody you know nothing about. Nothing. I am a little tired of people with their keyboard skills coming on and thinking they can dictate to another human being. Now let's get a couple of things cleared up. Anybody who's on my Facebook knows that I defend Muslim women when it comes to Sharia law. Or did you all think that I was making it up as I went along and that actually I just said it for the sake of saying it? Is that what the problem is? Is that what you all thought? See, unlike you, I put my money where my mouth is. You're all sitting there and hating on a person because I shared her picture. You know nothing about her. Nothing. You know nothing of what she has had to endure and what she still endures every single day. She endures it because she speaks up against the extremism in this country. And she lives in an area where they would have her dead. Only at Christmas time did she have people telling her that she should kill herself. Members of her own community wanted her to kill herself. But of course you all know this, you sanctimonious bunch of hypocritical idiots. You talk about Christianity. How many of you do anything that is an act of Christianity? See, I'm an atheist. I was born and never given a religion, and thank God I was never given one, if that is what we see as supposedly Christianity. To those who removed me from Facebook, good, because your comments showed nothing more than your pure, unadulterated racism and hatred of anybody whose skin colour doesn't match yours. And you know the saddest part is, this lady was brave enough to allow me to share that picture. And that took real courage. Real courage. The kind of courage that we all talk about and very few people show. But she showed it. And for what? For you to all come on and hate on somebody you don't even know. She doesn't want any more immigration into this country. She will be the first to tell you that the men raping these girls are Muslim men. She makes no excuse for them. You scream and you jump and you shout about, speak out, where are the Muslims speaking out? And when you get one that speaks out, every single one of you want to hate on her. Shame on every single one of you. Never before have I been more ashamed of this country than I have been over the comments that I have received and the messages I've received over the picture of a woman who just happens to be Muslim and just happens to have brown skin. Her heritage is from Pakistan. She won't let you call her Pakistani, she's English. She'll tell you that herself. Don't call me Pakistan, I'm English. She defends the culture of this country, the history of this country. She embraces everything about this country that is brilliant and fantastic and to be applauded. She doesn't believe in people using her faith in the literal form. She sees it historically. She knows that historically things happened that should never have happened, just as they did in the Old Testament. And people evolved, and yet you get a lady who's evolved who said, do you know what? Yes, there's beautiful things in my faith, and I will take the beauty I can find in my faith. And the person who said, show me the peacefulness in it, of course there's beautiful verses in it, otherwise I wouldn't be able to use it as an argument. And that's all she sticks with. She doesn't need to look at the hate and the violence. And for all of you who don't realise it, you know you're all busy hating on her. There's a woman right behind her. She's got brown skin too, and I guarantee you've all assumed she's Muslim. She's a Jew. Funny that, isn't it? A Jew and a Muslim woman together, standing and saying, we want out of the EU. No more immigration into this country, and certainly no more Islamic immigration into this country because it's dangerous, and you all want to hate on her. Shame on you. You knew, anybody who knows Mothers Against Radical Islam and Sharia knows that I will stand and fight for the rights of all women and all human beings. And that includes Muslim women bastardized by Sharia law. You all sit there and go, oh, it's terrible what they did to this woman, this poor woman. Oh, it's terrible. Because you all thought she didn't exist. All of you. Shame on you. She's a human being who has been abused in ways that you could only imagine. And you sit there, tell me what you do. I've asked before, I'm asking again. Tell me, what do you do? I'm going to sit there and spout out all your bullshit and hating on somebody you don't even know. You know nothing about her. You could have all come and found out about her. You could have all come to the Maria's conference. She was there. It's online. Watch it. For nearly 3 years, she has supported everything that Maria does. Did you know that too? No, of course you didn't. You're too busy to jump on the bandwagon of hatred. You talk about the amount of Muslims that hate on non-Muslims, and you are right. It is a problem. But hate breeds hate. And you have all just bred more hate. Well, unlike you see, as an atheist, and everybody wants to push me to having a belief in Christianity or a belief in this religion, oh yeah, I've had those nut jobs too. I stand with human beings. And when a human being has the courage to put her money where her mouth is, put her face out there, knowing full well that she runs a risk, higher risk than you run. Angry? No, not angry. But I'm bitterly disappointed in every single one of you. Like I don't understand quoting you all the things about Islam. Like I don't understand Islam. Seriously. 5 years I've been looking at this. 5 years I've dealt with the aftermath. What have you done? Tell me. I put myself out to stand for Police and Crime Commissioner in Bedfordshire, the hotbed of Islamic extremism. What have you done? Tell me. Because I guarantee most of you have done nothing. Other than sit there and try and say, well, I've educated myself. Well, so have many other people. The difference is, people like Baroness Cox, this woman helps. Did you know that too? Seriously, you have no idea right now. Right now, I have absolutely no time for any of you that want to hate on a person without knowing them. Without knowing the experiences that she went through. How she was beaten and abused and made to eat off the floor like a dog because of Sharia. And she stands up and speaks out. She's quiet, softly spoken, gentle. She eats no halal meat because she's vegetarian. She agrees that we actually should be notified of what is halal and what is not. Everything I stand for, she stands for. But you continue hating on her because hate is all you have. Now, if that is a problem for anybody on my Facebook, anybody on my Twitter that has a problem with the fact that I stand with a Muslim woman who happens to have brown skin, feel free to remove yourself. Because I have no time and no interest in you. You are not the kind of people that I was raised to be. See, I was raised the right way. And I don't make snap judgments. But you all did. Yet you knew nothing about her. Shame on every single one of you. What you should have been doing is actually getting off your backside, contacting me and saying, I'd really like to meet her. Then you can hear for yourself what she's gone through. Then you can judge her. But you are not judge and jury. She's not extremist, she's not a radical, she's not a nut job, and she sure as hell does not wish any of you any harm. But hey, don't let that stand in the way of your hatred, will you?